لا تنسوا الإعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.
If you've read any of the news articles lately about intermittent fasting, then you are starting to have some clue as to how powerful intermittent fasting is for both physical health and mental health. You may have had a friend who started doing some intermittent fasting and has reaped tremendous rewards from it. Your friend ain't wrong. Intermittent fasting is very powerful. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 amazing benefits from intermittent fasting. And that's what this video is about. Now let's jump into the 5 amazing intermittent fasting benefits. And the last one's really amazing. You're not going to believe it. So number 1 is intermittent fasting helps you with increased fat burning. So a lot of gurus out there will tell you that if you don't eat every 2 hours, that your body will immediately start to digest and break down your muscles and your liver and even your eyeballs, that you have to eat constantly or this will start happening. Good news, your body is much wiser than this. Your body is a very ancient machine. It's stored fat on your body for a reason. And when you don't eat, that's what your body reaches for, is the stored fat, which is stored energy. You're not gonna digest your muscles or your liver or your eyeballs or any other important body part. Your body's way smarter than that. It's gonna help you burn fat much faster when you start intermittent fasting. Number 2, intermittent fasting is gonna help your body to reduce chronic, inappropriate inflammation. This chronic inflammation can lead to hundreds of chronic diseases. And by intermittent fasting regularly, you're going to reduce that chronic, inappropriate inflammation. Now, if you have acute inflammation, like a sprained ankle or an infected toenail, that inflammatory process is going to continue because that's a good inflammatory process. What I'm talking about here is the chronic inflammation that doesn't do you any good at all and probably hurts your health in the long run. The number 3 thing that intermittent fasting is going to do for you is it's going to slow down hundreds of chronic diseases that you may be suffering from. These diseases may be diagnosed or they may be undiagnosed. You may not even know you have them. There's even some research in animals that shows that intermittent fasting can slow down the growth and spread of cancer. Number 4, improved brain function. When you intermittent fast, you actually decrease inflammation like we talked about previously, and this inflammation is more and more being implicated in chronic medical conditions like depression, anxiety, OCD, and other things. And so decreasing that inflammation is going to help with your brain function. Intermittent fasting also increases the amount of a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor in your brain. Now, this is a very powerful protein that works in your brain. Not only it helps to optimize existing neuron function, but it also tells your brain to replace old worn out neurons and replace them with new neurons. BDNF actually encourages this new neuron growth. It also helps in the formation of new synapses, which are basically the little junction boxes where one neuron connects and communicates with another neuron. The more synapses you have, the faster your brain works. And number 5, intermittent fasting can actually cause life extension. There's tons of research in every animal. Every animal we've ever researched, from flatworms to fruit flies to dogs, their lifespan is actually increased anywhere from 10% up to 80% by intermittent fasting. That's very, very powerful. Now, these studies haven't been done in humans yet because it's kind of hard to lock a human in a room and not feed them. There are actually laws and statutes against that. So we can't do that experiment in humans, but every single animal, all the way from the tiniest single-celled organisms all the way up to advanced creatures like dogs and monkeys, when you intermittent fast them, they live longer. Fasting is much easier with a friend or a loved one, and so you're encouraged to share this video so that your friend or family member can say, hey, that sounds really interesting. Let's do that together. So please share this video because it could help other people's health. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.